Welcome back to our 3 Bourbon Years. This week, Knob Creek 10-year rye in the house.
Another Knob Creek?
Another Knob Creek.
It never ends.
Another change of pace for him. A 10-year rye.
Yeah, no, definitely different.
I gotta say, I'm excited just because the only other thing that we've really compared to this or something like this would be the Michter's 10-year rye that we had.
You don't see a lot of aged ryes, especially this high.
And how much was that?
$70, $74 for a 10-year rye.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You won't see that around these parts.
Well, we'll tell them if it's bad.
I mean, yeah, wait for the review.
The Michter's 10-year rye is $180 retail, maybe?
Yeah, it's well,
and 90 proof.
At least $200 you're gonna find it for,
And 90 proof.
and low proof. So, super excited about this one. We saw this one was coming out this year. Had to get it. You know, we're Knob Creek fanboys. So, what we got here is the Knob Creek 10-year rye. It sits at 100 proof. It's from Beam. Obviously, Knob Creek is the distillery, and undisclosed mash bill. People are thinking it's on the low end of the 50% rye because it tends to be a sweeter rye. So, kind of sounds similar to the Michter's because Michter's is such a sweet rye. So, could this be the Michter's 10-year replacement? Maybe not a replacement, but
Michter's killer?
competitive.
I hope so.
Affordable option.
How old is Redemption rye?
10. That's
Oh,
10-year
that's 10,
barrel
okay,
strength.
sorry.
But it's barrel strength.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's a 10-year.
Yeah, it's a 10-year barrel strength rye. And
Hey, by the way, Taylor's back this week.
yes, welcome Taylor, everyone. He's feeling better.
Got over my COVID.
You were sick for 4 weeks, according to these guys.
Yeah.
I was really sick.
Yeah, you were bedridden for a whole month. So,
It was crazy.
but yeah, why don't we
Did we get her popped?
popped?
You
I'm
said
excited to
it's
try.
100 proof, right?
Yes,
You already
yep.
covered that. So, yeah, I think, like, I don't know, doesn't this put Michter's 10-year on alert?
Yes, if this
Shots
even remotely
fired?
competes, it's interesting.
I feel like they're doing this with intention, not just, oh yeah, 10-year rye would be good, you know?
They're coming out swinging. I mean, this bottle looks cool, too. Like, I like the dark green.
Is it dark green?
I think it's dark green.
It is.
It's just really dark.
So the
Colorblind?
7-year is slightly lighter green.
It does look
so.
green, but
This
it looks kind of
10-year,
black too, though. Like
It's very dark.
Yeah.
this is slightly a darker green than their 7-year, and then that's kind of what they do with the other ages. They do like the red for the 15 and the dark red for the 18.
Yep.
But yeah, we haven't tried the 7-year rye yet. You can find it pretty much everywhere, so
Also,
this will be our first time.
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Ding, ding,
And go ahead and follow us on Patreon too if you haven't yet. And maybe our Patreon members will see us try this against Michter's 10-year.
Oh,
So
there's some good content.
head over there and check that out after you watch this to see
Yes.
if it actually compares.
That is green, but it looks black.
I
Yeah,
smell-
it's a very dark green. I can
Smells a
smell.
lot.
I can smell the effervescence of the.
I'm rusty at pouring. Look at this.
You did a good job. I got enough.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh, that's nice.
I get that rye.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say doesn't smell light on the rye at all.
No, I get the herbaceous, kind of grassy.
The little rye slap and tickle.
Rye slap
yeah,
and tickle
that's-
with some caramel,
That's refreshing.
Caramel.
toffee.
I was just gonna say I get some like a Heath bar type
Yeah.
toffee, maybe with a little chocolate.
This thing is maple syrup right now. Like, it's caked up.
Oh
on the side
yeah,
of the
that's some
glass.
good legs.
Good spiciness.
Ah.
Smells warm.
Yeah, I want that as
Smells
like
like
one of those Scentsies. Like when I walk into my house,
You and your
just
damn sensies.
have it
You're
smell
the
like
only person who uses
have
them.
it smell like.
Whenever
Well, I
you
actually
say
don't
you
use them.
some-
My parents use them, and they always have the apple
I
cinnamon.
don't even know what that is.
I
I
don't
just
know what
you-
that is. Yeah.
It's like the thing you plug in that like melts wax, and it's scented wax, and it smells good.
Smells like this.
Massive
Smells like
endocrine
you-
disruptor in your house.
It smells like you walked into one of those candle shops. I can't think of it right now. Not Yankee Candle. It's
Yankee
probably just
Candle.
Bath and Body Works is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But it like gives you
I'm
a
just
headache
getting
after 5 minutes.
A deep rye presence. I
Yeah.
don't know. Just very floral, grassy rye.
It smells warm to me. It smells like this is gonna be something that I would want to sip in the wintertime. Just coming from the nose.
Yeah.
Like I get like a warm
Oh, it's gonna
wintry
be
fall vibe.
Kentucky hug.
Yeah.
Nice heat.
Should we go?
I just look, and of course it says small batch.
Of course it says small batch. All of them do.
All right, well,
Let's do it.
Cheers.
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 Definitely sweet.
Delay burn, nothing up front.
There's almost no burn.
That is a
I think like up front, super sweet.
yeah.
I'm gonna go in for second sip.
That is insanely sweet. I mean, that's like confectionery sugar, powdered donut.
Yeah, that to me is like a 90 proof
That's
sugar bomb.
that's so sugary.
There's some pepperiness that lingers around at the end, but I mean, it's not like it's not any alcohol burn
No.
in any way whatsoever.
No, it's
it is
so
literally
smooth.
rye spice.
It's hitting like an 80 proof.
Yeah.
Like it is. There's a delay. I'm getting a delayed like Kentucky Hug, like deep chest burn, but like subtle. Nothing. But like here, I feel like it's almost
Is
like
this-
a quick shot.
is this
That you wouldn't
really-
like a like
Yeah.
a fruity shot of some kind.
Is this really 100 proof? Doesn't seem like it. Honestly, it's drinking below.
Does it feel thin
It-
to you guys? At all?
It feels thin, but
I
the
need
legs,
I need a little more here.
the legs kind of caught me off guard. This looked thick.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
well-
I don't know if it's so much the like texture is thin. It's like the mid palate is so
Right, it's like flat on
soft.
It's not so much the heat; it's the gosh darn,
Darn humidity. When you're in the bed,
I agree
and
though.
you're sweaty,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like soft.
yes, very delicate for
It's like a
for
Labrador's
rye.
ear.
You guys know what we're talking about.
Usually ryes are so offensive, right? They're like, that's the whole point of them is they slap you around.
Slap and tickle.
But the thing is one of the beautiful things about the Michter's 10 is that it is so delicate and so like sweet.
But also robust.
But there's a lot of flavor
I
happening.
feel like I'm dancing through a field of clover and flowers when I drink the Michter's 10-year.
Right now, I feel like I'm dancing in the lot next to the lot with the field of
That they just
clovers
mowed.
and-
And
yeah.
there's some sandburs in there.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I feel like this is leaning towards bourbon. I know that you said some people are starting to think like, oh,
Yeah.
it's sweet like that or it's sweet like bourbon. I don't know. To me, this is it's very rye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting rye-esque
Yeah.
type.
There's that bitter rye thing on the tail end.
Yeah.
Like not, I don't want to say bitter, but there's a dull, like you said, peppery, almost like you sold some cinnamon. Like it's like a cinnamon finish, but not heavy. Like
This-
light ground cinnamon or something, dull and bitter.
This is becoming more bready. I don't know if it's changing for you guys, but for me, it's getting more like buttered, like toast.
I think
for
so.
me, like I'm getting more of a
It's like a loaf of rye bread.
yeah,
Really,
like I'm
kind of is
getting.
coming down to that.
And we don't know if this is a limited release or like a one-time.
We don't.
thing
If you
or-
guys know in the comments, we just know it came out this year.
Yeah.
Seems like something they could offer, or maybe they're planning on now doing what they did with their bourbon, and they're gonna do like a 12-year rye and a.
My hope is that it's something like 12, where it's just like they come out with it consistently throughout the year.
Right.
Like places will get several bottles of it, and it'll be kind of like a mainstay. But
Oh, I get what you're saying. The 9 and the 12, and then you have
Yeah.
the 7 and the 10.
yeah,
Yeah,
something like
that makes sense.
Yeah. And like 10's harder to come by, you know, but
Yeah.
you can still find it pretty regularly.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, so it's $70,
Should we get into it?
100 proof, 10-year rye.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go first.
You're gonna go first.
He's confident. Strong
Okay.
words
All right.
coming.
Remember the golden rule of whiskey. It's usually $10.
Drink other whiskey as you want your whiskey to be drank.
$10 per every age. So the fact that this is under $100 is impressive. But then you think of
The
Eagle
other
Rare,
golden
and it's
rule,
like,
the
what?
Only, the only golden rule of whiskey I follow is the juice good?
That's a good one.
Does Taylor Likey?
Does Taylor Likey
Does it
whiskey?
taste good? If it does, take my money. No,
Okay.
I give it.
I'm going first. I'm gonna deny.
Really? Is this the first Knob Creek deny?
No, I mean we denied like 15 and 18, didn't we?
Oh yeah, never mind. We did deny 18.
I think this is a not so normal miss for Knob Creek. I think it's a missed opportunity personally. Price point's great. $70 for a 10-year rye. I love that they're going outside their comfort zone to try something new and do this and keep it coming. That doesn't mean I don't want more of this. I want to try new things. But it just felt really thin and flat to me. We've had a lot of really good ryes. Redemption, Michter's, Stellum has a bunch of amazing ryes. Seagrass from Barrelcraft. I want to feel... You don't drink rye because you want an easy bourbon sip.
Right.
You drink a rye because you're like, I feel like I want some like grassy, peppery, some spice, some really rich notes. And to me, there is nothing on the front end other than like heavy confectionery sugar. The middle palate is thin and non-existent.
Yeah.
And a little bit of rye burn on the tail end, but minimal. I just think for $70, there's so many other things you could get. Not necessarily
even
rye
just in the rye department.
Yes, but if you're to
anywhere.
The other thing is like with the Knob Creek product, go get a Knob 12 for $70 and be a happy camper and go about your day. So I am a deny. I hate saying that because Knob Creek's one of my favorite brands, but for me, it's just
you got to be objective.
It's just not doing anything for me
all the time.
You want to go?
Sure, I can go. I'm a deny. Just because it just doesn't really do that much for me. Like if I saw one in the store and I knew it was going to taste like this, I probably wouldn't buy it myself. I do appreciate the fact that it's 10-year and it's $70. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, 10 years is cool to have on a shelf. 10-year rye is great.
Yes,
but
there aren't a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't taste like anything special to me. And for some reason, like, again, I don't know if this is going to be like a regular release that's always around. Maybe we paid a few dollars over retail for it just from where we got it from. It was
probably
an allocated product at this time, so maybe the price will come down a little bit. Who knows? If that happens and it's like $50, then I would say, yeah, it's probably one that I gotta have.
Probably MSRP 65 or so.
Yeah, but at $70, I just think there's a lot of other things you can buy. I've heard a lot of people out there, and we've had some comments saying that Stellum regular rye is like $44 now, $40, and it's like, if I can buy one of those, I know it's going to be a really, really great rye.
Oh yeah.
And they're everywhere, so I don't know.
So here's a good question.
I gotta go with one of those.
Right before this, you just had the Bourye from Knob Creek that just released.
Yeah, the Bourye is better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like I think it's better
for $40.
I would agree, and it's offering you something different that you don't normally get.
And from what we found, this is the other funny thing too. From what we've seen, right, with our history with Knob Creek, is that older age stuff doesn't necessarily mean better. We crapped all over the 15 and the 18. In our blind, the 9 was beating both of those, right? So that's something that I feel like a lot of people get blind, or they have like the curtain pulled over their face. They see 10 years and they're like, oh my gosh, it's got to be great. When I drink it, it's got to taste great.
Right.
Even if I don't like it, I'm gonna say it tastes great. And
what does a 7-year taste like? We haven't tried the 7 years.
Somehow we haven't tried the 7-year.
I think they're like
you can hate on us all you want.
They're like super cheap.
That's shameful.
I know.
That's really shameful that we haven't tried the 7-year.
We need to go get one and compare that to this.
We haven't even tried it off camera. I mean, we haven't done a review, but we
just skipped over because it's always there.
It's
I don't
everywhere.
know. We have so much other stuff to try. But yeah, we should do we are a bourbon channel after all.
Yeah, and we love Knob Creek.
And we love Knob Creek.
We need to try everything Knob Creek.
Apparently, we like Knob Creek.
Yeah.
Apparently
so for me, when I hold a candlelight, I have this like high expectation for Knob Creek, and I'm sure you guys do too. But like when I look at their low release bourbon, like their $35 9-year bourbon, and what it offers compared to everything else at that price range, the bar is high. I mean, that's one of the best ones. And we haven't had the 7, but like I'm picturing this step up, just like 12 is to 9. And if this is the step up from that, it's definitely a lower step than the bourbon set, which is kind of disappointing. Maybe my expectations were a little high on this one, which they probably were. I have a lot of love for rye now, and at a 10-year age, thinking it's going to compete with Michter's 10, and that's a bold statement, but I have to go with deny on this one too. Unfortunately.
Yikes.
Obviously, if you guys like Knob Creek and you've tried their 7 and you like it and you want to upgrade, go for it. I mean, they're a great brand. But as far as the actual whiskey goes, like I was thinking this would make a good like old fashioned, but obviously you don't want to do a $70 bottle, but you could do the $35 7-year rye. you know, unless you're treating yourself. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you got 3 denies, kind of disappointing. It is 10 years, good value. Just the flavors are kind of dull. I mean, it's just you get some sweetness, you get some blah, and then there's
a lot.
You can't recommend it as a try either. You're gonna be kind of under, like if you go to a bar, nice restaurant, you're gonna be underwhelmed.
I will say good introductory rye because it drinks below 100 proof.
Yeah.
So if someone's new into whiskey and they want to try some ryes, could be a good option. But that's a $70 bottle you're giving to a beginner. So.
All right, well, that's going to do it. Thanks for stopping by. Have you guys been able to find the Knob Creek 10-year rye? Have you tried it against the 7-year? Let us know if we should be buying the 7-year and trying that instead of this. Yeah, we were kind of disappointed by it, but drop a comment down below. We reply to all of them. Again, don't forget to follow us on Patreon for maybe a comparison of this bottle and other bottles. You also get behind-the-scenes footage of us goofing around here in the Bat Cave. It's only $5 a month. It helps us out. So go over and check it out.
That concludes it. All for one and one for all.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, just film and like I'm gonna do it when I'm ready.
All right, go for it. Into your mouth first, and then swirl it around the top.